Welcome everybody. It's good to see some new faces here today. Who would like to begin today? Who would like to go first?
Okay, I'll go. Hello everybody. Hello Ron. My name is Winston and I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, you don't have to stand up, Winston. You can sit down if you want.
Oh. I feel weird because when I watch the movies about these alcoholics, like they always stand up and they present themselves, and so I thought I had to stand up. My name is Winston. I'm an alcoholic, and I also abused legal drugs. In the beginning it went well. I mean, I was like functioning. I knew I was overdoing it. Sorry, I'm sweating like hell. It's like I'm 48 hours sober. This is my first AA meeting. Thank you. 48 hours. Yeah. 24 hours we get a coin. Oh, great. I saw I already have a coin. That's amazing. I even bring some chocolate, because you're gonna have like low blood sugar or something. It could happen. So when it happens, eat chocolate. Always bring chocolate with you, they told me. Thank you. It took me 48 hours sober. It took me, I didn't know what to do anymore. Because it was like I started drinking in the morning for quite a while already, and I felt this is not good. And then the shakes at night, horrible, couldn't sleep. I felt like dying. And then a few times I just went somewhere in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning, just to get some drinks. Just drank like 4 or 5 beers in a row and then sleep 3 hours, wake up and drink again. And then somebody told me, Winston, you look like shit, are you sick or what? I said, no, I'm okay, maybe a bit tired. But of course they were right. I am sick. And I started reading stuff about alcoholics. That was the hardest part, actually. Because I recognized everything I read. And I was like, oh my God, that's me. It's like you have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and I was reading it like I'm always at phase 3. It's like I'm almost at the point like I have like a glass of like liquor that they prepare at night for when you wake up in the morning, because your hands are too much shaking, you cannot open the bottle anymore. So just drink it down, like a glass like this, to drink it down just to be able to calm down again. You have to your alcohol dose your blood again. And I was thinking, oh my God, if I go on like this, I'll end up. I'll be like that. And I mean, like, I was aware I was drinking myself to death. And I didn't want to die. I don't want to die. I mean, who wants to die? You want to die? So then I told one friend, a very good friend, and I told him I told about my issues, and he said you should go to AA. And I said, oh man, I can't. I mean, that's for losers, man. It's like that's for alcoholics, you know, like these guys you see. Imagine walking in the street and they're like with their little bags and they're sitting on the couch and they're like this and they're like smoking and they're like, it's like, I'm not like that. And he told me, yes, you are. You are like that. You just don't realize you are like that. That's what that's what it, and then I realized, yes, indeed, I am like that. So he said, there's a meeting 2 days, you go. And I said, okay, I'll go. And here I am. You told me there's like not a real topic, so I'm just going to tell one experience because I know it can be too long. I'm sorry for my sweating and for my moving. It's just it's very hard to talk about this because everybody's always, alcoholics try to hide it. They're liars. They're manipulating people. It's a disease. I remember on the way back here, I remember something which really made me realize that it was I think maybe my best decision to come here today. A few years ago, I was still like, I think like maybe like a functioning alcoholic. I was sitting in a restaurant with my wife and my kid. He saw the most horrible stuff. That's another thing. Anyway, I was sitting there, drinking my glass of wine, and I was looking outside, and I saw and I told him like, "Hey, look at that guy, man." He's sitting there. He was walking like this, with his bag, and I saw this guy like very often, like going to the supermarket, like buying his like 6 packs or 12 packs of beers, and sitting somewhere on the couch in a village and drinking with a cigarette and drinking and then going on, and I lived there having my steak and my glass of wine. Like, that's a loser, man. Imagine to be like that. And I look at him like, and I told my wife and I told my son, and they were not really like paying attention because like, yeah, for them it was like, for them it's like total loser. And for me, I looked at him, and for me it was also like total loser. I mean, how, like, I was like wondering like, how can you end up like that? It's hilarious, it's crazy. I never thought like, I am that guy. Right now I am that guy. Maybe I'm not that skinny. Maybe I'm right on time, maybe I still got a chance. I have no idea. But that guy, I was judging that guy without knowing anything. I just saw him as a loser, as an alcoholic, stereotype alcoholic sitting in his chair with his beers and drinking, and people passing by looking at him, and everybody thought he was a loser. So my fault was, I feel like guilty. I was judging that person with his bag of beers, 6-pack, 500 milliliters. I remember the beer. I even remember the brand. Maybe I was already aware that something was wrong with me because I was paying attention to the brand of beer he was buying, but I didn't realize it. Just trying to enjoy my wine, eating my steak, looking outside and thinking like, loser. Look at that loser. And the most horrible things was like a few years later, when it was really clear to my wife and to my son that I was an alcoholic, and my son was like 10 or 11. He was ordered, because it was very clear and obvious that sometimes during the day I went out to get some beers. My wife gave him the key. And that was the lowest point in my life. I was like shaking. I didn't have anything at home anymore. I was like, and And I was asking my son of 10 years old, sorry. Thank you. I was asking my son of 10 years old, Raymond, can I have the key? He said, no, Dad, you cannot. Mama told me you cannot have the key because you're gonna you're gonna drink again, and I want you to drink, Papa. I said, no, Raymond, I'm not going to drink. I just have to buy some cigarettes. I have to buy some groceries, whatever. No, Papa, I cannot. I said, please, Raymond. I said, please, Papa needs to get out. Please give me the key. And of course, and I look in his eyes, and he looked at me, and he was like, of course, he's 10 years old. He listens to his daddy. And I didn't want to be angry. I was never angry. I never hit him, never nothing. But I've been a daddy, like a good daddy. I mean, like, he listens to me when he does something wrong. I tell him, it's like, hey, Raymond, you cannot do like this, you know. You have to listen to your mama, this. So he was used to listen to me. That was the worst part of it. I was even manipulating my own son. Like lying to him. It's like I still want to buy fucking milk for him. There was that moment. That moment was like the decision for me to come here. The look in his eyes, I will never forget it. Imagine, I'm not sure if you have kids. That moment, I will never forget it. Just like, I come here, of course, because I don't want to die. And I come here because I know this. Okay, I can go to like a detox and get they can inject me with like medications and everything. But there's also another way. My friend told me, don't do that. I need medication. I can't. I need alcohol. Otherwise, I'm going to do something. No. You do go to AA. He said, go to AA. Talk, express yourself. Do it, and then otherwise you're going to die. He said. I said, okay, I'll do it. It's the only thing in my head is alcohol, beer, alcohol. I just want to drink right now. But I don't want to, because that look in his eyes, the look in the eyes of my son, I will never forget it, and this is the only reason I'm here. Of course, for myself, I don't want to die, but I mean, that's the motivation to come here. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for sharing, Winston.
Thank you.